This is $20, and $20 will get you a reasonable amount of meat depending on where you go. I love meat. In fact, it's by far my favorite food. But there's a problem. Whenever I go into a butcher, I typically end up buying expensive items. It's time to change that, so today I'm spending $20 at every level of butcher, starting at this Asian store and ending at the most expensive establishment that I know of, to ultimately find out how much value I can get for my money. As always, there'll be a special prize for my favorite. And here I am, outside the front of level 1 butcher. I'm definitely going to pronounce this wrong. I think it's called the Than Phat Butcher. I'm about to spend $20 here, which honestly is typically less than what I would spend at a butcher. More often than not, I would go for the ribeyes, I would go for the tomahawks, I would go for those premium cuts. I don't think it's going to be possible today, so very interested to see what I end up getting for this $20. Than Phat Butcher, here we go. Rating of 3 stars on Google. Oh, the back. Can you go in there or? No. I just tried to go in the back of the store. Okay. Let's go. It smells like a fish market in here. Pacific fresh seafood. That is probably why it smells like fish. This is going to be interesting. Looks like they've got just about every single organ under the sun. We've got hearts, beef liver, tongues. Oh my Lord. That's looking good. Whatever that is, I'm gonna try and get. That looks really good. I've been waiting patiently for like 8 minutes. Okay, I just realized you need to get a ticket. I've never seen that before. You need a ticket to be served. I mean, it makes sense. Back of the line I go. I've just been told this is meant to be the best butcher in Springvale. You probably don't want to get on camera. No. I'm 86. I can only spend $20. $20. What can I get for $20? This? That's oyster blade Wagyu.
Yeah, $75 a kilo.
75 a kilo, okay.
$20, probably one piece.
One piece. We'll get one piece. $17.40. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
There we go.
In the bag.
Keep the change. It's yours. Put in the donation. Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good day. This is Wagyu oyster blade. It actually looked really good. That ended up costing me $17.40. Good experience. They were nice people as well, so hopefully it tastes good. I'm excited for this one. It's been such a long time since I've cooked in a park. $75 a kilo for this Wagyu oyster blade, and we got our hands on 232 grams for $17.40. Now for the money shot. Look at that. Seriously good marbling. Look at this. She's smoking away. Honestly, didn't have my hopes too high for that butcher either, so I'm hoping this turns out really good. Let's give this a flip. Look at that. Whenever I'm cooking Wagyu, I like to make sure that I cook it just above medium rare because it gives that fat enough chance to render down. That crust is already looking wonderful. And that's really not going to be long or too far off being cooked, to be honest. Okay, let's take that off and give it a rest. Look at that crust. Really good crust for such a thin steak. Give it a nice salting on top. Let's give this a look. Oh, it's slicing like butter. Oh, how good is that? That is beautiful. Let's give it a bite. That is unbelievable. Honestly, the hopes weren't too high for this one, but it has delivered. Seriously good crust, great flavor. The salt just brings it to another level. Final bite. We are off to a very good start. Butcher number 2. Here we are, butcher number 2 and level 2. And I tell you what, after trying level 1, I'm really hoping that this place pulls through. We are at the front of Felice's Place Gourmet, I think is what it's called. So I am excited to check it out. And I tell you what, they've got a bit of pressure to I guess, to live up to after trying that first steak that I had, which was genuinely unbelievable. Really got no idea what to expect because it is quite an upper class area. So I'm hoping, or I don't really think that the $20 is going to go too far, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Level 2, here we go. Hello, how are you? I'm doing an interesting one today. I've only got a $20 budget. That's not going to cost me 20, is it? No. That's going to be a lot more. It's a shame I'm only spending $20 today.
Yeah.
What's the porterhouse going to set me back? Here we go. Moment of truth. 1817. What do you reckon? We'll do the porterhouse. Yeah. Perfect, bro. 1817. Right on the nose. All good. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you. See you later. Have a good day. $18.17 for that. Just under the $20 limit. So let's go. Excited to see how this one looks and tastes. How are we looking? Whew. Oh, she's looking good. Not the best marbling in the world, but it is a high quality grass-fed steak. As I do with most porterhouses, I like to sear the fat cap first. I like to render that down appropriately. If it's got a really, really thick fat cap, I probably wouldn't use too much tallow, but just because this one wasn't too thick, I'm gonna add in a bit more tallow. That'll just give it that next level crust that we're after. What I'm gonna do is push this away from me. Oh. I swear there are not too many more beautiful sights in the world than what I just saw. And this pan is screaming hot, so I'm gonna drop that. Whenever I'm cooking something like this, I want it to be hot at the start, but as the steak continues to cook and as the crust develops, that is when I will slowly start to drop the heat of the pan, just to make sure that it doesn't overly cook the inside of the steak. The ultimate goal, crust development, even cook, without a grey band, of course. Oh my God. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. The steak blade grill press would be useful here, but what I'm gonna do is increase that heat and push that down with my fork into the pan. Whenever you flip it, the pan is gonna get colder in that spot, so I do like to increase it after the first flip. This is the sound that I wanna play at my funeral. Never gets old, I swear. Let's give that a look. Oh. Woo! Just as good. I'll tell you what, now that that crust is developed, we don't really need to cook this steak for long at all. Just over 6 minutes of cooking time, I think we're done. Look at that. I'm gonna give that a rest for like 4 to 5 minutes, around the same time it's been cooking for, and then we'll slice it open. Woohoo! Beautiful. The lighting might not suggest it, but that is looking spectacular. Let's give it a taste. That crust is out of control. Such a pronounced beefy flavor. Seriously, seriously tender steak, and it tastes incredible. And where I'm going next is the most expensive butcher in Melbourne. So it's been a while since I've been to this butcher, Victor Churchill. This place is more like a hotel than a butcher, honestly. I have obviously tried some good steak. Level 1, level 2 have been great. So I really don't think my money's gonna get me too far for this one, but let's hope I can pick something up for the $20 limit. Standing out the front, and I'm like sitting here and I'm like, I'm about to go into the most expensive butcher in Melbourne and ask for $20 worth of steak. And mate, hey brother, how are you? Very good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you.
I'll do a bit of filming, by the way.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm fine?
You know your stuff.
Oh, you know my stuff?
Good. Yeah. No, it's good. Sorry, you did the right. You did the right thing.
Of course.
But that's
yeah, no,
all good.
I don't want to piss anyone off.
No, you're
I'm
good.
doing a bit of a weird video today.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm doing is like level 1, level 2, level 3.
Yeah,
And you're level 3.
Oh, phew.
You're level 3. For obvious reasons. I mean, look at this place. The weird thing about this video is a $20 limit. So I've only got $20 to spend. So it might be hard.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Aged beef burgers, nice meatballs. You'd be hard pressed with a steak.
Really?
Butcher's snags.
Butcher snags?
Yeah, that'd be
Hard pressed with a steak. What about like a little bit of rump cap? We'll weigh it up. Yeah. That's look at that. Here we go. This will be funny. $19.99. You are kidding. Look at that. That is clutch. And look at that. That might be the smallest rump cup I've ever eaten, but it's probably the best quality rump cup I've ever eaten as well.
That was well there.
I've done very, mate. You've done very well. It's you, mate. That was you, not me. Look at this. $19.99, right on the nose. Could not have been more precise. So just for context, this is $146.99 a kilo, and I've only managed to get 136 grams. It's extremely high quality. Wouldn't expect anything less at Victor Churchill. Look how small it is. I'm still going to use a bit of beef tallow. The first person who comments rump steak is going to get one for free. I'm ready to start cooking. Look at that. This is by far the smallest rump steak I've ever cooked in my life, and I'm still so excited. Look how beautiful that looks. Wow. I mean, I know I've cooked a lot of steak in my time, but nothing gets me quite more excited than this. Oh God, I wish I had tongs. Oh, I can already tell that's good. Yes, she's beautiful. So now that that crust is developed, I can turn that heat down and really just focus on getting an even cook. And giving it a rest for a few minutes and finishing it off over a high heat is a great way to do that. And I tell you what, the crust on that, unbelievable. I don't think it's far off being cooked either, so yeah, that's done. Arguably one of the best looking steaks that I've cooked today. Let's see how I did. Honestly, that is exactly how I like my rump cap. Look at that, I barely pulled it. There's not really much for me to say, honestly. I mean, you already know it's good. This is making me want to cook more picanha. Last bite. Look at the marbling. Absolutely insane. I honestly wish I had more of a budget because some of the steak there looks amazing, but obviously it wasn't the best value. So with that in mind, I think I know who my favourite is. The Than Fat Butcher. I've got to hide until they call out my ticket number.
Number 16.
That's me. The oyster blade is my favourite. Maybe you can give that to someone. Pay it forward to someone.
Okay, the lady next to you there. This gentleman said he will give you $50.
That's for you. There you go. I'll leave it there. No worries at all. Have a good day. She had no idea what was going on. I hope that gets her some good steak. So good.